Okay, now that we have good control on our layouts and our backgrounds, it's time to run through just a few more things in this design tab that are things that you'll want to be able to control. For globally, you can change up the setting of the sidebar, whether you want it left, right, or none, and that's simply going to just be a formatting for the entire site. Then on individual pages, you can determine whether you actually want it to show or not, so that you can either have a full width page or you can have it be secondary. So this is just a quick way that it allows us to not only set master set for the site, whether you want a left or right sidebar or none at all, and also then the spacing between widgets that are stacked on top of each other. So in a sidebar, you're going to get that from time to time. You can actually set this parameter right here, exactly how many pixels, if any, that you want right between each. So go ahead and set that there when you get a chance. Body font, this is going to be the main core font for all your paragraph class items on the site. So you're going to want to set these to a good reading size. You can also set extra spacing in the lettering and also adjust the line heights right here. One thing we've added too is a CSS shadow control, and I'll show you more of that in another tutorial, but suffice it to say is you've got the ability to add a drop shadow to near any text on the site in color or not color, depending on what you want to do. Sometimes you might want a white drop shadow. Most of the time though, most people are going to use some sort of a gray or something that matches the tone of what they're doing. So that's body copy. Links, this is just going to be general links throughout the entire site. Things that are hyperlinks or whatnot, you can actually set and control them here. If say the links on your site are in a regular font and when you hover over them you want them to be semi-bolded or extra bold, you can do that here as well. So you just need to determine how that happens and how that works out. And then you can also set, when somebody highlights a piece of text on the site, what color that selection background is so that they know that they've got it's a good working contrast. In the portfolio systems that we have, you'll see in the galleries here. I'll go ahead and click on this tab. Oops, sorry, you need to choose a gallery, which would be masonry. So we have two different styles, masonry and a grid. And you'll see that how they load. So what we can actually do on this is actually select this hover color here, which is the main flood color for this area. So in this situation now, we've got this as a 3556. So say we wanted to change this to a bright red, you simply just click, choose your color, or if you know your brand's hex color, go ahead and put it in, and then you'll see what changes. Obviously we're going to probably have to adjust this font color, but that's something we can do and we'll show you in another tutorial. But suffice it to say, for right now, let's just turn this back and you'll see just how quick and easy it is to change out that color. And there it is. Once it refreshes the screen, you're good to go. So the other controls that we have now too in this area are in WooCommerce. Now this is a shopping cart system that is one of the best in the industry, and matter of fact for WordPress I haven't seen many better. So you're going to want to have this, and it's one of the installs that we include at the beginning. This is a great opportunity in here that when you're using it to go ahead and control all those exact same kind of parameters for your storefront, from background styles to product title, colors, the actual font you're using in your store, the font sizes if you want to make them different from what your standards are within the actual core setup. Also price structure, there's just a huge amount here, and we'll go through that in more detail on the WooCommerce demo, and that's where that will be. Tags site-wide, there are going to be tags like currently out here in our galleries we have category tags that help you filter through the information, and you'll see that they have a nice smooth little animation to change back forth from category to category. So any of those tags, you can actually set those parameters here, and just like anything else, simply click on the box, select the color you want, and go from there. Then we have an additional area in the back here. If you're going to be inserting code blocks, we actually have a control style for that here as well. Not many people will use that, but it's something that we thought, the amount of designers and programmers that we'd want to have that. So that right there concludes what we have in the design tab. Our next one up, we'll be moving on to how to control headers and all the things that are involved in that. Thanks a lot.